lesson 2 water. It's a continuous part of waterborne diseases. In last class we have studied about water pollution. Let us see the topic waterborne diseases. Illness caused by the microorganism present in the untreated or contaminated water is called as waterborne diseases. It is believed that 80% of all diseases in the world are caused by inadequate sanitation and polluted water. So poverty and overcrowding, low health services are also directly and indirectly responsible for the prevalence of these diseases. Okay, let us move to types of waterborne diseases. Types of waterborne diseases. What are the types? Diarrhea, dysentery, typhoid, cholera are some of the common waterborne diseases. They are caused by microorganisms like bacteria and virus. Some of them are spread by mosquitoes. Once again, these are the types of waterborne diseases. The first one, diarrhea, dysentery, typhoid, cholera are some of the common waterborne diseases. They are caused by the microorganisms like bacteria and viruses. Some of them are spread by mosquitoes. Let us brief about the symptoms of these diseases.
Once again, waterborne diseases are any illness caused by drinking water contaminated by human or animal feces which contain pathogenic microorganisms. Next, types of waterborne diseases. The first one, diarrhea. In the diarrhea, first causative agent are bacteria and parasites. These are the examples of bacteria and parasites: Salmonella and Shigella and E. coli. Next, symptoms of the diarrhea: indigestion, sweating, abdominal pain, vomiting, stomach cramps. This is the picture of E. coli. Next one, dysentery. The dysentery is causative agent bacteria. This is the example of Shigella. Then symptoms of the dysentery: blood in stool, vomiting, dehydration, fever and weight loss. Next one, typhoid fever. The typhoid fever causative agent is bacteria. The example of Salmonella. The symptoms of typhoid fever: high fever, headache, stomach pain, muscle weakness and weight loss. Once again, the typhoid fever, the symptoms for high fever, headache, stomach pain, muscle weakness and weight loss. Next one, cholera. Cholera is a causative agent is bacteria, that is for Vibrio cholerae. The symptoms are severe diarrhea, vomiting and dehydration. This is a Vibrio cholerae. The drinking contaminated water can be a causative agent. Next one, hepatitis A virus. It's the symptoms of vomiting, fever, dark urine, itching, yellow skin and eyes, lack of appetite. This is the effect of the hepatitis A virus. The last one, hepatitis E virus. These are symptoms of vomiting, fever, dark urine, itching, yellow skin and eyes, lack of appetite. This is the effect of the hepatitis E virus. Next one, the prevention of waterborne diseases. The first one, good personal hygiene should be practiced and basic sanitation should be improved. Second one, chlorinated and boiled water should be used for drinking. Third one, drink boiled and pasteurized milk. Fourth one, dispose infectious waste properly. These are the points about the prevention of waterborne diseases. Once again, the types of waterborne diseases: diarrhea, dysentery, typhoid, cholera and hepatitis are some of the common waterborne diseases. They are caused by microorganisms like bacteria and virus. I hope all are understood today's topic. Thank you for listening, students.